swordsman crafter. I wouldn't have said that with a Deej anywhere near, but some like information about where I can find kind of like the best swordsman crafter in not just
Yeah,
where we're at, but like continent wise.
that's not really something that they keep in the books here.
Yeah,
From
it's
yeah.
fine.
Okay, so you are all approaching the book about the Asians. It seems to be a collection of um, kind of like a scrapbook of musings of things over the year about Asians. It's not one collected work. It's a it's all of the information that they have in one book, and it's not a particularly big book either. It's like maybe that thick, and it's that's what you're looking at the moment. Who's doing what?
I don't know why y'all spending these times with this book anyway. I mean, yeah. How's this gonna get us back to where we need to go, which is saving our hometown?
Well, I think this is going to ensure that we have a hometown to go home to, Kevin.
I mean, quit fine. I just hurry up with your reading then, all right? I'm gonna go wait outside. You know how much I hate libraries.
Yeah. Oh, okay, Kevin. Bye. Hurry up, Millie.
Kevin,
Read that book.
Kevin walks outside, like not outside, but just like away, like towards the elevator, and just waits by the elevator, but keeping a watchful eye.
Okay.
Is it apparent who the author or authors of the book is?
It does not have a singular author, and it does not really have authors' names. Um, like think of it as a scrapbook, like a collection of things from throughout the years, just kind of thrown together into one book. It's not even really bound in the same way. It's like you open it up, and some of the pages are kind of ripped and hard to explain otherwise. Hopefully, you get the idea.
Yeah, yeah, I think it makes sense.
Okay. Do I sound all right, by the way? Am I too low or anything?
No, you just sound sick, like
I'm
slightly
not. I'm
sick.
not sick. I'm not.
Oh, sorry.
No,
You
it's
sound
fine.
like you've been speaking at a con a lot for a week.
That is accurate. I have been doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are
Well,
there
I guess
any specific names that Soul might recognize slipping through the book?
You do recognize the name. Um, Emmett Selk is a name that's in there, and it's written in a section um, predating the Garlean Empire. It actually has to do with the exodus from the Garlean homeland towards Ilsabard, where they made a new home, and that's where they made Garlemald.
so. Where did they come from originally?
They came from a southern part of Ilsabard, along an island chain known as the Corvus Islands, which might sound familiar to you.
Oh, was that the same ones that had the thing dumped on it?
No, it's one with a similar. That was Corvos. This is Corvus.
Oh.
Yes. Yay for names that sound alike. Um, but yeah, that's where they came from originally. They were driven from their homeland. Part of the reason, those who know Garlean history know that one of the reasons they were driven from their homeland is their inability to use magic. So they were ineffective in war originally until they were able to develop the technology needed to bolster their ranks. And the name Emmett Selk is seen in there um, around that time. But then there's also mention of him disappearing into the ranks of Garleans, or pre-Garleans in this case, and not being heard from again.
Do I see anything related to the name Mitron? Am I saying that wrong?
Mitron?
Yeah.
Mitron, you were close. No, nothing in there by that name.
Any significance about red mass?
Um, it is noted that individuals with red masks have been known to show up sometimes without warning, sometimes without um, what's the word I'm looking for? Sometimes without any kind of
Fanfare.
reason. Well, any
Reason.
reason for them to be there. They just show up and they start talking. There are multiple different color masks, red and white being the most readily mentioned ones, although some are black as well. Um, you do see that the table of contents seems to be it's not so much a table of contents as it is like little tabs sticking out of the top of the book, like section dividers, and it seems that it's being split up by the names of Asians. So Mitron has nothing in it.
Okay, so there is a tab that says Metron on it, but there's nothing there, or
Yes.
is it just missing? Okay. So who are the names on the other tabs?
Let me make sure I get all of them correctly. 1 second. I want to spell them right. God damn it. Okay. All right, the names. Elidibus, Emmett Selk, La Habrea. Do you need me to spell these?
Eventually.
Emmett Selk, EMET-SELCH. Elidibus is ELIDIBUS. La Habrea is LAHABREA. La Habrea Tar Pits. There's Pashturo, PASHTAROT. Altima, ALTIMA. Emeroloth, EMMEROLOLTH. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Nabrialis, NABRIALES. Igiorm, IGEYORHM. Logrif, LOGHRIF. Metron, MITRON. Halmarut, HALMARUT. Dudalafon, DEUDALAPHON. And Fandaniel, FANDANIEL.
Awesome.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Those are the Asians. Not all of them have entries. It seems Emmett Selk and Elidibus have more entries than the others. La Habrea has some as well. But I mean, you're welcome to ask specific questions, and I can see if I can answer them for you. But the impression that you'll get from this book is that the information regarding them is few and far between.
Does it say what color mask they wear?
There's no specifics there. In fact, there's contradictions.
Okay. So does it say what the white masks and the black masks do? If the red ones show up without warning or reason?
Uh, no, it's not saying specifically what they do. It's saying that some of them have different color masks on at different times. They're not sure the meaning. Um, and it's not just the red masks that show up without warning. It's anybody. It's just those are like um, some of the recorded sightings. As I mentioned, the information is sparse. Anyone else have questions? I bet Millie might have some. She was here.
Yeah, most likely.
Let's find out. I'm going to send a message.
Does it say what happened to Emmett Selk uh, after like they moved to Corvus or left
From
Corvus?
Corvus. He disappeared into the ranks of the Garlean Empire, but shortly after, a young soldier discovered ceruleum and the uses for ceruleum, and that soldier's name was Solus Zoscalvis, and he eventually went on to found the Garlean Empire and lead it for way longer than he should have. He had a much longer lifespan than most other Garleans did. There are mentions of Emmett Selk. He is known as a nation builder. No response yet from Jimmy, but he saw the question. Tavi, you got any questions? Sid?
Not at the moment.
How about Sid? Oh, wait. Oh, Jimmy's typing. Aww. Jesus, somebody is running around upstairs.
Just FYI, you can see. Hopefully, Kevin doesn't get kicked out of the library. Since he sees nothing's going on, he's just practicing swinging his sword.
I assume you're not swinging it at the books.
No, just
Okay.
down slashes. You know.
Okay. There are mammoths that are watching you with interest.
He's completely ignored them.
Okay.
I don't
Jimmy.
think Soul would be doing too much else. Just yeah.
Is that the only Ascian that you're interested in, Emmett Selk?
uh, does it have anything about La Habrea, like whereabouts or anything like that?
Yes, actually. Out of all of the Ascian sightings, La Habrea seems, one, very strong, powerful, but also seems to have a tenuous grasp of reality at times. He has grandiose plans that sometimes come to fruition. He has sometimes been referred to as a scholar of restricted subjects. Jimmy keeps starting and stopping his typing. Probably because he's driving.
Oh. What does it say about Pasturat?
Pasturat has very little written about him. Hold that thought. Okay. Pasturat is known to be quite secretive and known to be a preserver of law and order from the shadows. Jimmy wants to know, or excuse me, Millie wants to know potential weaknesses, ways to resist their influence, prior instances of dream communication, any other modern people who've had reported first-hand encounters. Um, Unfortunately, potential weaknesses, there's nothing in the book about that. Ways to resist their influence, nothing in the book about that you can find. Prior instances of dream communication, there are scattered. Hello, Anna. There are scattered mentions of dream communication across all of the Asians, but not to a huge degree. Like, it's not a focus of the writing that you see there. And other modern people who have had reported first-hand encounters, none that are in this book. It looks like all of the information regarding Asians, the last recorded bit of information was about 80 years ago. And that was regarding Emmett Selk.
Got it.
If there are no more questions about Asians, you did have a book about cloning. Or information that you wanted to find out about cloning. I think specifically regarding Mariah Avila.
Yeah, and then Millie also wanted to see if there's any you know, forbidden spells.
Um, no. At least not in this book. Unless you mean in the book about Maria Avila, or the section about her.
Well, I think anything in regards to us digging in here. So.
Okay. Well, the restricted sections are very specific. The ones that you're going to, they seem to be dedicated to various topics. And the ones that you've been granted access to are this one about the Asians and the one regarding the remainder of Mariah Avila's work.
Yeah.
Which is, I believe I gave you, what was it? I gave you a section number for it, right? Did you write that down?
Oh yeah, Jimmy wrote that down.
Yeah, I bet. That's what I was thinking is probably in Jimmy's notebook. We'll just pretend that you went there, because I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. But you go there, and this is a bigger room, and there are more books in here, and there's also some equipment in here. It looks like laboratory equipment. Um, excuse me. There are chemicals and things, reagents that are locked in a bureau. It's got like a glass facade on the front of it so you can see through. Um, but it doesn't appear to open. And there are a lot of books around here that probably belonged to her. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Well, yeah, me personally, I would look for stuff that kind of like point in a direction on where her some of her labs might be, or maybe some information that was missed by the Charlians when they were documenting the stuff that might point us to where what she was trying to do with the clones.
Okay.
Because we know about the whole immortality thing, but if we could get more specifics about, like, well, how does she transfer her, whatever she does?
Sure. Um, roll an investigation check. You could roll real dice and I'll trust you.
Oh, okay.
Working at Arvado.
Yeah. I like to wear my shame on my chest.
Fair enough.
Soul would try and pay attention without making it too obvious to what the book is about, too. Just kind of like trying to be casual about it.
About the cloning?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you
Apparently
can see
Christian
that,
is on it.
I
Is
rolled
that
a 2.
a 2?
Yeah. So
Uh,
2 with my modifier plus 0.
okay.
It's a net 2.
Uh, you feel like you might have missed something, but you don't initially see any information that you're looking for. Maybe if somebody else helped you look.
Oh, this book is useless.
Anyone else want to help Deus look?
Would I be able to give Deus inspiration to look again?
Um, potentially, but I'd rather you did it yourself.
Okay, I'm
A
trying to
lot.
just decide if Soul would actually.
Well, just to give you an idea, a lot of times if somebody fails a check, I don't immediately let them just do it again.
For sure, yeah, I get
Yeah.
it. Well, I guess so. Yeah, if Deus expressed frustration, then Soul would check as well.
Okay, go for it. Roll an investigation check.
That is a 10.
A 10. Don't you, as a bard, have like Jack of all trades that gives you a minimum of a 10 to begin with? I
Uh,
don't know if you have that.
Jack of all trades is I can add half my proficiency bonus to any ability check.
Oh, that's right. I'm thinking of Pathfinder, I guess. Okay, so did you not
My
already
well,
do
my
that?
other bard has the thing where like all persuasion checks or something are like a minimum 10. That might be what you're thinking of.
Okay. Um, so your total is 10?
Yeah.
Okay. So in this book, the one that Deus was just looking at, you do see a reference of not necessarily where a lab would be, but where Mariah Avila was stationed most of the time, and that had to be New Charlian, which is not the name it goes by anymore. Um, that was the name of it roughly 400 years ago. Today it goes by the name of Idleshire.
Oh, do we know that?
Are you going to say it out loud?
Uh, yes. So say, oh, there seems to be a bit of information. It's like there was a new Charlian.
New Charlian. Where's that at?
Would Soul know that?
Well, it there's like a crib note on the side that circled New Charlie and it wrote Idleshire on the side.
Gotcha. It looks like somebody made a note in the margins here. Idleshire?
Oh, that sounds familiar. I feel like I've heard that name before somewhere. Hmm.
Is that sarcasm or do you really not remember?
No, no, Deus doesn't remember. So
Okay.
it's been a while.
Oh, all right. Well, if Kevin's anywhere nearby, he'd probably know the name. Millie would definitely know the name. Sid would. Oh wait,
Oof.
is it too soon
But
for me to keep making that joke?
that doesn't mean anything to Soul, does it?
It depends. Have you listened to them talk much, like about where they came from?
From Cliffside?
Yeah, we're always talking about Cliffside.
Okay.
Uh,
If you want to look, would he have been? When was he there? You're right. You're right. Soul would
okay.
have been there. Yes, Idleshire is in the Dravanian hinterlands, which
Okay.
is where it's the area where you fought the behemoth and then found the library. Idleshire was the place with the goblins, and where the Gleaner headquarters that Sherbin was working with was.
Uh,
It's pretty close to where Cliffside was. So what's next? What are you looking for next?
Oh, well, that's it for me. The book failed me, so
Well, that book failed you. Do you?
uh,
What other
all books,
information do you want? Oh, you're just
all
giving up?
yeah, because like all books, I'm like, oh, fed up with this.
Does Deus really not like books?
No, no, she likes books fine. It's just that when she doesn't get the information out of it, then it's like, oh well, this was a waste of our time.
Do you want to play as Millie? Because I assume Millie would still be looking.
Oh yeah, sure. Hmm. Let me see what's in there. Oh, what's this? What's the new book?
Okay.
Yeah, the new book. The new book. The new book.
I'm asking her what's her investigation score. Um, we can we could approximate until then. Um, sure. Why don't you find um, why don't you do another investigation check, but on this case, in this case for Millie.
Okay. Okay, so that was a natural 18.
Okay. I assume her investigation is going to be a positive.
Probably.
Probably. Okay. With 18, you find a book that appears to be uh, a half burned copy of a journal. So it's like a journal that she tried to destroy, and so bits and pieces of it are missing. But with an 18, you do find a name. Um, you find in her hand, I have communicated and made an offer to the cut off by something's cut off by burn. On the next line, it says preferred to be called Bellatrix. And then, sorry, after that, there's more burning further down the page where it becomes legible again. Um, it says that there is seems open to making a deal to hide my research.
Soul says, "Uh-oh."
Uh oh. Sorry. We'll have to tell you the uh-oh joke sometime in person.
Okay.
Oh God.
Interesting.
What was that?
Oh, I was just saying interesting.
Yeah. All right. How was that? Is there any more information you want to get about Mariah Avila from here?
I don't think so. I mean, Millie would probably want to know what her weakness is, but I'm sure that's not going to be here, right?
Seems like her weakness is longevity.
I thought that was her core strength, but okay. All right. Yeah, I think you know, I'm good unless somebody else has some ideas.
Anyone else?
I don't think Soul would be too invested in it, so he wouldn't be poking around too much.
Okay. While this is happening, one of the mammoths approaches Kevin. Your form needs work. Kevin,
Kevin's still swinging his sword.
are you listening to music? What music is that?
Sword fight and library music.
John, I think you're playing music. John, turn off your music. Hello? Hello? Can you guys hear me?
I can
Yeah.
hear you.
Yeah.
John, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I
Anna
don't.
can hear you.
Yes, I see that. Oh. Give him a second to come back. I assume he was trying to figure out how to play music and left it running. Welcome back.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you guys for a second.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, you had music playing every time you tried to talk.
Yeah, I'm trying to route music through. So you have music while we're in the library, and it's all Final Fantasy stuff.
I don't want that. I did recognize that music though. I'm trying to
Oh.
figure out from where.
Okay, I won't do it anymore
That
then.
sounded like Final Fantasy 16.
It was Final Fantasy 15.
Okay, I was close.
Yeah, you're close.
Yeah, it was only coming through when you were trying to talk, so it was.
Yeah, and then I lost your audio. It was really weird. I couldn't hear anything. Just trying.
Just give up on it. It's okay.
Okay, giving up.
A mammoth is trying to talk to you. Your form looks a little weak there.
Hey, what do you know about weak? Oh, stop.
A lot of research.
What do you know about weak?
I research.
Wait, hold on one second. I gotta join and come back. I don't know why things are breaking because I exited the program. 1 second. Sorry. Be right back.
I really want to make this look I'm making right now. I want to make that into an emote.
Okay, one more time. Test, test, test. No more trying things. I didn't try anything. I turned off the program. What do you know about weak?
I research. You look weak.
Yeah, I've taken down so many. Yeah, I'm definitely not weak. If you know so much, hey, how do you think I can get stronger?
Well, there's people you can train under.
Yeah, I've trained under lots of people. Let me think. Who do I train under? Well, I've seen a lot of people fight.
Really? Because you seem self-taught.
Well, my pops taught me, how to swing the sword, and everything else I learned myself through actual combat. Have you actually had combat?
When I'm programmed to do so.
Oh, okay, well, there ain't no programming I got outside the programming that Bob gave me.
Obviously.
Hey, and I kind of whisper, like, at first I look behind me to see if they're still kind of reading the book and figuring it out. Like they're not paying attention to me, the group.
Nobody else is near you.
Hey, you know of anyone that can either, teach me how to fight with two? You know how this sword I'm swinging, right? It's a two-handed sword. I want to either be able to fight with two-handed swords, one in each hand, or find a way to combine two swords. You know anyone that might be good at that?
A sword that big? Well, I have some ideas.
Eh, Really, then I apologize for everything I said before. I'm all ears and legs and feet and eyes as well. I don't really get that phrase, but I'm listening.
That's a lot of organs all rolled into one.
Yeah. I mean, Bob did create us in his image.
Actually, my research shows that there is no one creator god.
Yeah, well, you know what? A lot of times books are wrong. I mean, how many times? Why do you think they have different volumes of books, right?
Well, it's
Means
certainly
the
not
previous
because
book-
one is too quiet.
Not sure what that means, but all I know is that books. The professor said the books always had to be updated because information gets out of date and they have to change it. How do you know what you know is right? Exactly. But enough about Bob and what you believe. Tell me how to get stronger. Either a master swordsman that can teach me how to fight with two-handed swords, or someone that can combine two powerful swords together to make it unstoppable.
Well, how do you like sailing?
Yeah. My friend Auntie said I gotta sell a lot of things, and selling is like a
Sailing.
good way to make.
Sailing, not selling.
You mean like on a ship?
Yes.
Well, tell you the truth, it's gone real weird every time we're on a ship, but it kind of runs in my people's lineage, right? I'm a Rogan sea wolf, and you know my pops told me that that our people come from seafaring folk.
That is accurate, according to the books I've read. Have you ever been to Tuliolal?
Gazoon type.
I'll take that as a no.
I'm sorry. You were saying a place?
Yes.
Tuliolal.
Tuliolal.
Professor sounded out. Tulio.
Close.
Tulio.
Close enough.
Okay, what is this place?
Well, it's a nation far to the south, and it's ruled by a powerful leader by the name of Gulul Jaja. He dual wields large weapons like yours.
Galu Jaja. And he says dual wields two large weapons?
Like yours. It's
Well,
Gulul Jaja.
Yeah, Galore, Jar Jar Binks. Got it. Jar Jar Binks. Gotta remember that. Jar Jar Binks
Why
is
do I
in the
try
head.
to help?
No. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm trying to be as I'm really trying to understand. You have to understand. See this skull? Wait, feel it. Do you have feelings like fingertip feelings, like when you touch something? Like, do you actually feel it as a robot?
Not the same way that you do.
Okay, touch this head and feel how thick it is.
Okay, it punches your head.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I can't play slappy facey right now.
Ow.
But you see how thick that thing is? Look,
Ow. He holds up his hand. It's like broken.
exactly. So I'm good at fighting, but I'm not too good at like smart things like that. So it takes me a while, but I do try hard. I just need to know, how do I get to this Gulu Jar Jar Binks guy?
I need repairs.
I'll help with the repairs. Just I need more information.
Well, you can go to Tuliolal, rent a ship, or wait a minute. If I'm not mistaken, I understand that Galul Jaja is due to tour Limsa Laminsa and meet with Admiral Blofussin.
Emerald Blowfish?
Close enough.
And when is that happening?
I'm not sure. Perhaps you could do some inquiries.
But I mean, aren't you one of those things that like know all those things and are super smart? Where would I inquire about this?
In Limsa Laminsa? Perhaps
Okay.
you could speak with someone here in Charlian who knows the goings on of the world.
Well, I don't know nobody like that except for the people in my group. No, but you've been awesome. I don't know how to thank you. What can I do to help? Maybe try to repair your arm. I do know CPR.
Can you bend this back the other way?
Yeah. Kevin goes to bend it back the other way, but he is being careful. He's being careful, right? He doesn't want to actually snap it off. He is. But he is strong, so I can't make any promises.
Wait,
So-
hold it right there, and he
Yeah,
pulls a screwdriver out and starts screwing something on the arm. Okay, I think we're good.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I told you thick up here, right?
Much thicker than I expected.
What do they say? Don't let a book judge by its cover.
I'm sure someone says that.
Exactly. So don't do that. But hey, yeah, just keep this information between you and me, yeah, or just don't let my friends know. I'm trying not to let anyone know. Maybe I'm not as
Secrets
strong.
Don't make friends.
Secrets don't make friends. I made a lot of friends telling secrets.
That does not compute.
You don't know. My best friend and good friend, Deej and I, we used to tell secrets all the time.
Okay.
And you're saying we're not friends?
I did not say that.
Yeah, but you just said secrets don't make friends when secrets
It's a
did make
phrase.
friends.
That means don't tell secrets.
Oh, got it. Yeah, makes sense. Don't tell secrets. I agree. Yeah, but be honest, be truthful. But in this case, are you trying to be their friends back there?
No.
Exactly. So don't tell them the secrets. All right. Great meeting you. I don't know what I would have done without meeting this. This is great. Okay. I gotta remember all this. Tuliu, ship something. Admiral Blow ship. Jar Jar Binks. Got it. Got Jar. You hear Kevin like repeating it over and over in his head to hope to get it to stick.
I should just keep my mouth shut.
Oh, I didn't know you guys had mouths. I thought you just kind of like made sounds
It's
through
a figure of
vibration.
speech.
Oh man, can't you speak normal instead of using all these figures of speech? It gets confusing. You saw the head.
The mammoth just kind of slumps over like, and just rolls away.
Slightly defeated.
Yep. Is the group rejoining?
I think so.
Okay, so you're all once again together.
And you can hear Kevin kind of repeating in a very soft tone. Admiral Blowship, Jar Jar Binks, College Jar Jar Binks, Limsa Minsiska, Tuli who you, Jar Jar Binks.
I feel
God,
my
I'm
brain
butchering.
leaking out of my ear.
These names, just butchering them.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I was deep in thought. I mean, deep practicing for something. Thinking about practicing for. And what did you guys find out about the book?
We found out some stuff about the Asians and about Idleshire.
Whoa, wait, Idleshire? What about Idleshire? The places
that-
we went?
Yeah, it's the place that had the cheeseburgers.
Yeah, man, the best cheeseburgers ever.
Yeah, so Souls figured that out because it was called something different in the book. So
Wait. It was called something different, but why would that cheeseburger place that was so close to where we were supposed to be going to defeat the eyeball monster? Why would that be in the book?
oh, because that's where one of the labs were that had the clones. It's probably in that campus that we saw that was overrun with all those plant creatures.
Right. Had we not gone there, we never would have ran into to Sherwin.
That's right.
Those plant creatures were crazy. Yeah, I mean, at least back then, but maybe now, they wouldn't even stand a chance against us.
Yeah,
Is-
probably. And there was that big plant monster in that one basement, so I guess it's a good thing that we're stronger.
That's right. Hey, You think if we head to Idleshire, we might be able to stop at Limpsomaninska?
I don't know. Is it near it? Wasn't that where we just came from?
No, it's not near it at all. Oh, yeah, but I mean, I'm not sure how to get to Idleshire from here. I assume that's where we're going next. No,
Teleporting?
I know we attuned to the stone, but shh.
Okay.
But I need to make a stop at Limpsomaninska first because apparently there's this guy named Admiral Blowship, and he's from this town, or at least he helps and knows this guy named Ghoul Jar Jar Binks guy, who could help me get stronger. And I think that's really important if I go there and get stronger. You know, I've only had one mission, which is to protect you all and get everyone from the village out back safe. But I think this is real help before we go. Can we somehow figure out how to go there?
Yeah, I think we could. I mean, does anybody else have any objections to that?
I guess not.
See, that's about as definite as Soul ever gets.
Yeah.
So you know he's on board.
Perfect. Great. I mean, let's go. Well, what are we waiting for?
Not to interrupt, I just want to point out that's thrown me off because looking at Christian's screen with the computers in the background and everything, and it says working at Arvado, it looks like it's subtitled. And it just says working at Arvado.
It does. That's so funny.
It's just throwing me off. I'm like, wait, what is it saying? Oh, why does it say that? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, are we done here? Is there any other reason we gotta be in this this town?
No, I don't think so. I think this is all we came for, is to get information.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, well then, can't we take one of those stone thingies to get to Olympusco-Maninska? Oh, it hurts to like talk.
I bet. Come here, Fan. Okay, so where are you guys going?
Hey, anyone having no complaints? I'm gonna say something now. Forever hold your peace. I assume this is a group decision. If everyone doesn't say nothing. Next stop, Limpsomaninska.
So wait,
Okay.
you guys are just leaving Charlie in now?
Not necessarily, but no one's talking, so. I mean, I'm gonna go. Not necessarily. I assume if Millie was here, she'd have things to do. So let's just assume that Millie would stop me and say something about having to be here for something. I don't know.
Well, we should at least wait until Sid and Sherburne are going to go home, so that way we can spend as much time with them as possible.
That's fine. Well, whatever. I can go home. Yeah, it would be the last time I'm going to see the professor. Okay, yeah. That's fine. So, okay, team. So, as soon as we set the professor off, and maybe we throw him a little like going away party. No. A see you soon party.
Yeah, that's much better.
We'll throw him a see you soon party. Sherwin too, and then right afterwards, unless no one has nothing else to do here, straight to Limpsomaninska.
Okay.
Deal? Soul,
Works
that
for
good with
me.
you?
Yeah, I mean, I
Uh,
just looked through the book of I was interested in, so I guess I don't see any objection.
Perfect. Tommy? Oh, sorry, Toffee?
What?
Exactly. You sounds like you're on board as well. All right, let's go.
Okay, back on the lift.
So I guess we'll go back on the lift and we'll head down to the market to go get some party supplies.
Well, the market's actually a little up from where you are, not down.
We'll go up to the
But
market.
you're going to the Agora. You're looking for party supplies for some reason. Uh,
We're throwing a party for sister.
another one.
Yeah, you
You're all
didn't throw
about
him a
them
real
parties.
one. Oh no, I'm biding time because no one's here. What do you want from me? Kevin wants to go him some instance, guys. He's trying to be out, okay? But I know Millie had some plans here, so I don't want to like jump on that.
Did she have plans here?
I just assume. I have no clue. Millie's always scheming something.
Yeah, that's the scary thing.
I mean, we can retcon it next week if we play.
What are we retconning?
If we do something in here.
Okay, we can
You
think
can-
about it. Sure. You go to the Agora, and it is bustling. It is bussin'. As the kids say these days.
Soul's buskin.
Soul's buskin'? Are there any buskin' raiders nearby? Thank you for that.
Uh-huh.
Do you guys see Fenrir? Like, he's poking out of the bed. Like, you can see his little feet in my screen.
Oh yeah.
Let me make your screen big. Oh, at the bottom, underneath your bed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was looking in the wrong place.
Yep. That's his favorite hiding spot.
Okay. So as soon as Kevin goes off to get the party supplies, hopefully he'll run off ahead of us.
Sure. Runs
And
off
I'm
ahead.
gonna turn to Tavi and Soul. I'll say, "Hey guys, I'm a little worried about Kevin. Don't you think he's acting a little strange?"
Yeah, he seemed to be muttering something to himself when we came up there, and it sounded like nonsense to me.
Yeah. Exactly. And it's like more nonsensical than normal. That's why I'm concerned.
I
Yeah,
don't know. With Kevin, there is no constant, so I'm just take it as it is.
Well, that's a very pragmatic point of view, Tavi. And I'm going to take that to heart because you've been one of the rocks I've been leaning on lately. A lot of good wisdom coming out of
Well,
your mouth
thanks.
lately. Yeah. I was
Also, I think ever since that last fight where Sid called it quits, I think Kevin's been having some sort of midlife crisis, trying to get stronger thing.
Yeah, and he's not even as old as Sid yet, so I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, so he's been working out really hard. I've been trying to take care of him, making sure he's hydrated, but I think he's just pushing himself too hard, trying to get stronger. So I was hoping the two of you could help me out a little bit, though. I want to do something nice for him. Millie had mentioned I should make him a gift or something. So I was wondering, Tavi, since you're better at smithing than I am, would you be able to make me like a magic tech material, like a gauntlet that I could modify a little bit?
Sure, but what's the intent here?
Well, the intent is to make Kevin a little bit stronger. The way he swings his weapon around, he's going to lose that sword eventually. He's just swinging it willy nilly. So I want him to be able to have a little bit better grip on it. So if you could just make me like two sets of gauntlets, just with some Magitech material on it, something Garlean related. What I would like to do is kind of take some of my etheric invention stuff that I had from Cliffside and see if we could maybe have like a blending of the technologies to maybe come up with something a little bit better for him.
I mean, we can try, and surely you know Kevin better than I do. But my feeling is right now he's going through that kinda I'm not strong enough crisis. He's probably not gonna want help from gauntlets. He needs to prove himself to himself.
Oh, sure, yeah. Well, that's true enough. He does have to get stronger on his own, but a little nudging might help him get to there a little quicker, especially since he wants to rush off and get into danger a lot sooner than we should. I mean, he wants to go off to some Lamenza place.
I'm
And
just saying he might not accept it or take it as an insult or who knows. I couldn't speak to Kevin's mindset.
yeah, well, it's okay. Kevin and I go way back, so we'll see. But at the very least, Professor Roy said it's the thought that counts. So if you don't mind helping me out with that, then we can see what happens, and then whatever Kevin wants to do with it, that's up to Kevin.
So that's a yes.
We can try.
I mean, Kevin wasn't hearing that. If I'm not.
Yeah, no, I know.
mistaken.
Just I didn't hear anything. Eric just went silent, so I was like,
Okay, so then what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna go through the little agora, and I'm gonna be buying like materials and stuff, components, stuff that we might be able to use to do that. Maybe if Soul wants to help me, pick out materials and stuff like that, since he's a Garlean too. He knows Magitech stuff,
Okay.
whatever the alloys are.
Sure.
Jess says that she just woke up, but she feels like ass, so she's going back to sleep. She's new medication, plus she had a procedure yesterday, so yeah.
As long as she doesn't smell like ass.
I don't know if she does.
She does, it happens.
Okay. Lay down, buddy. It's okay. I know you're sleepy. I don't know why.
well,
he's
Kevin's
so
shopping.
sleepy.
He's gonna try to buy everything that would remind the professor of Cliffside. So whatever that would be. So like books of like
You get a whole bunch of mashed potatoes and sculpted into Cliffside, like Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Sure. Like a miniature like replica ladder, or what is it called, like that elevator that we use
The
to like go
Jacob's
up and
ladder?
no, the elevator
Oh.
from like that would take us from the top to the bottom of the
The lift, yes.
yeah, the lift, yes. I'm trying to think like what else. A miniature version of the grain silo. Oh, a cake made into a grain silo that fell over, because that will remind us of the time the grain silo fell over and we had to go get food, and that started us on the mission.
This is pretty great, actually.
Um,
Oh my god, you see what Mike just wrote?
yes, yes. That's awesome. Oh, and also on the cake. So one side will be like where a grain silo toppled over. On the other side, I want like an arcane,
Candy corn.
like the arcane circle where like bad mutations were done. Basically, that one was like, yeah, because Kevin thinks it's thoughtful. Like all the things that like remind Kevin of the professor. I'm trying to think of anything else. Anything else? Anyone else? Just FYI.
Mike's reactions are so good. I love it. Okay. So you spend the greater part of the day planning this. You find a baker who can make the cake the way that you want it to. You find some bread that it's just the plainest possible bread that you could think of made with grain.
Perfect.
Not Archon loaf, just bread.
Yeah, like basically all like the non-flavorful food that we thought was great back in Cliffside, but we know sucks now.
Mm-hmm. Veggies,
I want all that food.
Popotos.
Yep.
Yeah. It's kind of great. You're reminding Sid why he left.
In Kevin's mind, just so everyone knows what Kevin is thinking, even though he knows the professor's going to leave and nothing would keep him, he's hoping if he makes this great party and everything that was quote unquote what Kevin thinks is good or reminiscent of Cliffside, that maybe there's a small chance that the professor will change his mind. I mean, I know he won't. Kevin knows he won't, but he's going to try.
Try it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
So gives you a little thought process into his mind.
The parties. I love it. Okay, so you spend the better part of the day doing that after you got your research on, and you get a room in the Baldestian Annex where you can start setting this up away from prying eyes.
Perfect. And just tell me whatever it costs. Kevin's not gonna haggle.
We're gonna say this is like 3 golds worth of stuff.
Oh, easy.
Yeah, it's not a lot. Not a lot for you guys, at least. Ooh, excuse me, sorry, I'm more tired than I thought. I've been up since 4 a.m. Eastern.
All right. And once all that stuff starts to get delivered, guys, okay, can you all help me set up? So you see the cake? Yeah, Professor's gonna love this. And look at all these old books. I don't even know what they say, but Professor love books. Hey, look, there's that circle where they put his brother into him and then took him away. I mean, Professor's gonna love this.
One of the books is a cookbook. But it says it's called the Necronomicon.
That's amazing. I love that.
Kevin, are you sure the professor is gonna like all this?
Yeah. That's right. Okay, so this is basically everything here is from where we're from, right, Deej? Like, see this those mashed potatoes over there? Used to be my specialty. I'd make those mashed potatoes, and anytime the professor came over, they're always at the end table. And this over here, see this fallen grain silo on the cake? Well, before we left, we had to go look for food because this grain silo fell over and was on fire, and that was like, at least half of the food for the season. And so,
Kevin.
Yeah.
Again, like I've said for other things, I don't know Sid as well as you all did, but he never really spoke very fondly about where you guys came from.
Yeah,
In fact, he seemed to kind of flourish most when he was, with his lady love here.
Right. No, that makes sense. The professor never really fell in love at Cliffside. He sometimes, people thought he was an outsider, but at the end of the day, the town loved him. I mean, he was definitely the best teacher in Cliffside. It got me to
Wasn't he
learn
like
something.
the only teacher in Cliffside?
Yeah, well, why you got to, what do they say? It's a turn of phrase. Why do you got to split hay? Don't split hays, okay?
Just saying, if you're trying to do something nice, that's admirable and all, but I think this might be the wrong call.
Hey, Coffee, what's nicer than remembering where you came from? Remembering where you grew up.
I think respecting his choice is probably nicer.
Oh, Professor and I have already talked about it, and I want him to be happy and out of danger, so it's fine with me. But you know what? Let's say you'll get it. If I was going to throw a party for you, I'd definitely throw a party with cake with all of the Garlickian army, and celebrating some big explosions and killings.
Wrong idea here, Kevin.
What are you talking about? These are memories. Memories are important. Yeah, they're what define you.
Yeah, but they might not be something that you want to reminisce on.
Hey, Toffee, don't worry about it. And I put my arm over his shoulder. I know the professor's going to love this. What's better than seeing, where you came from, being surrounded by the people you love, and remembering that, you used to have someone inside you, but then an arcane circle split you up, and now that brother's someplace else. Right? Exactly.
Again, just throwing this out here, but I think he'd be happiest if you just said you're supportive of him and let him be.
Yep. I am supportive of him. This is a see you later party. All right.
This is more like I don't really like what you're doing. Here's all the reasons why list.
What are you talking about? That's crazy. Why would I get a cake if I wasn't supportive of what he was doing?
Another point.
Just saying, you're sending the wrong message, but whatever you want to do, Kevin.
Yeah, thanks for the vote of confidence. I appreciate that, Toffee. I knew we'd get along sometime. I feel like we've gotten closer and closer, as we continue the journey on.
So
Kevin.
Kevin has somehow immaculately set up the room to be a perfect reminder of all of Sid's most traumatizing memories from Cliffside, but in a nice way.
In a nice way.
Even got a little sparkler enchanted so that every now and again it makes a holographic image of Aurelian show up in green and then disappear a little bit and then show up again.
And oh, sorry, one last thing. And then just like on a wedding cake, there's like a kind of Sid and Sherwin, but the Sid is missing an eye. So like a bride and groom.
I mean, Kevin, just imagine that you were quitting and your party was a bunch of stompy stuffed animals and, pieces of fake Sid all around the room to remind you of those terrible times.
So you see Kevin's expression in his face go from kind of jovial and celebratory to like dead serious, like almost scary. You see kind of like I don't want to say blackish aura, but a darkish aura feeling kind of hit. You feel a darkish aura. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
And I go, and then you hear Kevin looks you straight in the eye. Abandon the group? Coffee? You think I'd abandon our group? Don't ever mess with us. Professor ain't abandoning us. All right, you hear that? If he needs us, he said he'd come back. I would never abandon our group. In fact, I'd die for our group.
I never used that word.
No,
I said
you
left.
said, yeah, left, exactly. So, you know what? You're uninvited to the party for at least 10 minutes, okay? If you're not going to help set up, then I'll need you here.
All right, Genji and I'll be over there drinking. Have fun.
Yeah, that's right. Go over there and drink.
Genji just raises a bottle of sake.
He's thinking he knows what's better. This is a good party. It's a good party. And Kevin goes back to setting up.
Okay. After a little while, Sid and Sherbin walk into the room carrying a little note. It's like, all right, why did I get a note saying to meet in this room at this time?
And then everyone goes, surprise!
Do they?
Sorry, go ahead.
Sid just looks around at the decorations that you put up, looks at the cake, and then looks you dead in the eye, Kevin, and then puts his face in his hands like, oh my god.
Yeah, surprise, Professor! It's a see you soon party! Hey, everyone say surprise. Gee, say surprise.
Oh, surprise.
Surprise! Oh, we got everything around here, like all our memories, Cliffside. And Kevin goes around showing him all the things that we've talked about. Yeah, I thought it'd be good to, send you off on you and Sherwin on their way, celebrate you everything that you've done, and remind you of all the good things that has happened in your life. The silo falling, teaching Deej and me. Yeah, I even got the circle. Where your brother was putting you and then taken out. I mean, memories that are gonna last for a lifetime and maybe after that. Oh yeah, look at the top of the cake. Yeah, you see, I got you and Sherwin right there.
Wow, Kevin, this is very thoughtful.
No, ain't nothing, Professor. Look, we wouldn't be here without you, and I just want you to know, like I said before, if at any point you feel like you want to go back out in your adventuring ways, we'll be here for you. All right?
You know what? In a strange way, I actually appreciate that you did this because this reminds me of all the things I'm leaving behind for my happy new life.
Yeah, exactly. All these good things that you had to give up to sacrifice.
Yeah.
I get it. And I look over at Toffee and give him like I told you so type of face. Like, that's right. Anyway, enough of that. It's time of celebration, right? I promise, on my life, I will protect every member of this group. And if you need me to come over to protect you, I'll do that too. I've already gotten a little stronger since yesterday, and I feel like there's going to be more opportunities for me to get even stronger. Professor, congratulations.
Hold on a second. I just heard a noise.
Oh, good. You guys all hear that noise? Mysterious sound?
I think it was Sid ramming his head into a wall.
Wrong. Yeah, that sound was the tremor we heard that would hear every few weeks when the ground would shake. I haven't set that up. It's hard to remember everything that happened when we were in that village, but it's all starting to come back to me now.
Yeah, that was a whole lifetime of stuff.
Right.
Is there a section of the room that looks like that forest with all the living everything that Millie got attacked in?
Oh, no, but there is a cave that we walked through where we kept our stuff. Like just there's just a cave. Like another, like, not an actual cave, a replica of a cave.
Is there a beholder eye like drawn on the ceiling?
No, because this is all specifically things from like within Cliffside.
Yeah, remember in Cliffside we could see the beholder in the sky. We could see its eye, and Kevin used to think it was God.
Oh, that's right. Damn it. Oh, there's an eye pinata. That's like hanging from the ceiling. Good call. And you see the eye on one side. It's the eye on the other side. You see in Kevin's amazing, disgusting handwriting. It says Bob. And while Daz is out, so what's the actual game plan for the group?
Well, we have to decide where we're going to go next. So we were originally talking about the Crystal Tower. Go and check that out.
That's right. And where's the Crystal Tower from, like, where we are?
I think it's kind of far away. It's in Mordona.
We know how to get to Mordona?
Yeah, it's like if you were in the UK and it was like in South America.
Oh,
If
perfect.
South America was Mexico.
Wait, what? South America was in Mexico. And we're in the UK. Got it.
Yeah, ask Daz about that. He'll know about that.
I'm back. What's that?
How did we get to Mordona?
How do you get to Mordona?
Yeah.
There's several ways, but the number one way would be going through Gridania.
Oh, but we can. Oh, perfect. So we can just.
Or through Ishgard.
We know what the fastest route would be?
Ishgard and Gridania are about the same.
Okay.
Is Limsa Laments on the way?
No, but you do have the Ether attuned.
So we fast travel to Limsominence. God, I'm going to continue to mispronounce. It's so hard once you start like really messing up a word to pronounce it the right way. Okay. Congratulations, Professor. We'll always be here for you, and then we'll party, and then I guess that's the nights we're winding down. And the Professor and Sid turn out for the night.
There's a knock on the door.
Hey, sorry, this is for party members only.
Yes, I believe you'll find that I'm invited.
I open the door.
Yeah, and Hancock is standing there.
Oh, Hancock! You heard about the party? I don't even remember telling you we were gonna have a party. You didn't die. I heard you were off doing something crazy.
Yes, I had some contacts in the area, and they told me that you were purchasing what appeared to be party supplies for some kind of traumatic event, and I put two and two together and realized you were likely staying at the Baldessian Annex. Did my camera just freeze?
It did.
Why?
Well, I don't know why they said it was for some traumatic event. It was for to celebrate the professor's this is a see you soon party.
Yes. Well, I don't suppose you have something to drink?
Oh, well, of course. What type of alcohol did we have at
Okay, the
Side?
way that my camera just
Got the
froze is
mind,
kind of
mind
fantastic.
eraser or whatever.
Oh,
That was-
no.
that's-
Good stuff.
That's Cliffside liquor.
No, it's not.
I mean, you might have vodka, potatoes.
Yeah, potato,
yeah.
vodka.
Yeah, we have this. We have this awesome drink. You know, we used to. What the professor used to call it, distilling. So if you distile this potatoes, which basically means you boil and make the sugars do something, and you get some bread making supplies, and you add that. It eats things, and it makes. Anyway, they call it podka. It can get you real drunk.
Yes, I believe that.
This is a they
Do you have something more like water or something non-alcoholic?
yeah, of course water's over there, but it's a party, celebrate. Yeah, have a drink.
Yes, thank you. He goes and pours himself a pitcher of water and starts drinking from the pitcher.
No, that's the podka.
Oh, so it is. And he
Yeah, no,
goes.
the water's over there.
He goes and finds the vodka. I'm sorry, the water.
Yeah, I know. Podka, it's clear liquid. It gets confusing sometimes.
Right. He coughs a little bit more and then starts chugging water like very quickly.
Oh, you thirsty?
I'm quite parched. Yes. Maybe something having to do with the teleportation.
Teleportation? Oh, you just came? Where'd you come from?
Well, I teleported from Ophiotoro's castle.
Oh, hey, what we doing there?
Oh, you know, saying hello to old friends and doing work. Really missing having you all there.
Well, honestly, we missed you too. If you didn't know anything better, the reason we're throwing this part is because Professor, he says if you didn't notice, he lost his eye. He did something real, and Kevin's whispering. He did something real stupid, and used all of his like magical powers to sacrifice himself, almost killed himself. But luckily he saved us because we got sent to this weird island with some what was it called, the Gay Wild, and Millie technically became the king or queen of the Gay Wild, but gave up her queendom to get us back here so she could get her memories back or lose memories. One of the things, it's real confusing. I'm not the best person to explain it, but the professor says he's not strong enough fighting anymore, and he's gonna go, spend some time with Sherwin on the steps.
Yes. Well, we certainly wish you luck on the step, Sid and Sherbin. I'm sure you'll have a very uneventful life as long as you stay away from the poison.
Oh, that's right. The poisonous tea. Yeah, definitely stay away from that, Professor. Sherwin probably looks super pissed.
Yeah. Oh, look at Hazel.
Didn't poison the tea, did you, Kevin?
No. We didn't drink no poison tea in Cliffside. It's all Cliffside stuff.
Oh, okay, good.
Should I poison the tea?
No, don't poison.
Okay,
the tea.
okay. Yeah, I don't even go whatever you need to poison it. But
Speaking
yeah.
from experience, being poisoned is no fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Is there more water around here?
Yeah, why are you so thirsty?
I don't know. I'm just so thirsty. And he just starts chugging more water.
That is also vodka.
Doesn't seem to slow him down.
Yeah, you okay? I mean, we've definitely done some teleportation as well, but I never remember being this thirsty.
Yes, perhaps it's just something about my constitution. Regardless, there is something in the city that I think you'd want to see.
Okay, well, before that, let's take care of your constitution. I usually poop over there, and I kind of point towards where the outhouse would be. But when you gotta go.
No, I do not need to relieve myself in that way just yet. But I will take some water with me. I would say that the path to this place might be a little bit of, treacherous. So make sure that you bring your gear. Be well prepared.
Kevin's going to. He's giving Hancock a face.
He already
And
has a
then-
face, though.
Yeah. He's staring Hancock down just inquisitively. And he's going to tap him with his finger real hard in the chest. And tap.
Ow.
Hey. You know, Hancock. Do you know everyone here? What's his name? And I point over to Deesh. What's her name? Her name.
Well, that would be Deus. Deus Xylo.
Okay. And how old are you?
How old am I?
Mm-hmm.
I'm 29 years old.
And how long have you been a shapeshifter?
I'm not a shapeshifter.
Hey. Okay. Okay, if you say so. Hey. And I slowly walk away. Hey. Deej, you remember when they said there was this shapeshifter thing that we had to be careful of? And remember, I was within the forest and I was taking a poop and then something about you guys said be careful shapeshifters. I don't know if I trust this one. Have
Is
you
that
ever known?
that Odin thing?
That's
And,
right.
It makes you think of stuff that you're thinking.
I don't know, but have you ever known Hancock to drink so much water?
No, actually, I haven't.
Oh, something seems fishy.
Yeah.
And I don't have any fish at this party, so maybe it's Hancock. Maybe
He
you should go
starts
look at it.
chugging water again.
Maybe you should go talk to him. Suss him out. Something seems weird. I don't trust him.
Okay, well, I'll try to suss them off then. I'll go over to
Hey,
Hancock.
You keep drinking that water, Hancock. Glad you're not a shapeshifter.
Oh, mighty thirsty today, huh? Mr. Hancock?
Oh, yes, indeed. Quite thirsty.
Why is that?
I really couldn't tell you. It's new to me as well.
How
Did you
new?
say somebody poisoned you?
What? No, of course
Didn't-
not. I didn't say that.
Didn't Hancock say something about knowing what it's like to be poisoned?
Oh, in the past, of course, I've been poisoned, a man of my station.
Well, of course you'd be poisoned in the past. You can't be poisoned in the future.
Or could you?
It's impossible.
You hear a voice from outside the room. Oh,
Now,
Kim-
you know, Hancock, you might as well stop talking because that's just going to make it worse.
Who's that?
Sid, hey, Professor. Yeah, you sound so good. I'm so glad you blocked our party.
You see Hancock just start sweating.
Well, that's why you're thirsty. You know, the sweat. Yuck. Where'd the voice come from?
Come from outside.
And stepping into the room, I will drop the picture in chat.
Mike's voice is a little bit hoarse, so work with him.
Yeah.
All good.
It is a red-haired with black tip Vieira with gray eyes.
Black tits.
Yep.
You said you dropped the picture in chat.
In character portraits in the
I know.
Discord.
That would make
Oh,
sense.
Here it is.
Oh shit! When did you do
Oh,
this?
cool.
Now, I told you to stay away from liquids, Hancock.
You poisoned me. It just makes me so thirsty.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the point. You see, I got this from a nasty little piece in the Thanalan Desert. The whole point is to make you drink, and when you drink, it activates.
I don't
Who are
suppose
you?
anyone has like an anti-poison.
Oh, I have that. Don't you worry. But I'm gonna hold on to it for right now, okay? How y'all doing?
Hello.
And who
Okay.
might you be?
Kevin takes out his sword. Hey, well,
So
what'd
does
you do to
Kenji.
Hancock?
Kenji draws his sword.
Oh,
What'd you do to Hancock?
well, I poisoned him because I needed him to come find you.
You could just ask him, who are you? State your business, or else one swing and I won't even know why you came.
Well, if you do that, then poor Hancock here is just going to die pretty gruesomely. I mean, it would only take a few minutes, but still, it'd probably be pretty gruesome.
Kevin,
Well,
put your sword away.
but
Kevin,
yell.
put your sword away.
Kevin reluctantly puts his sword away, but it's away, but he's holding on to it as it's sheathed.
Now, I come here as a representative of the Euro clan. In fact, I'm a bit of their insurance policy, if you will.
God damn it, Hayate. Can't you just fuck off like you always used to?
Now you know I can't do that, Kenji. Kato might not be the sharpest tool in the shed, but he gets very angry very quickly, and he wants results. And unfortunately, whatever Izumi and her friends have been doing have not been getting those results. So, he sent me.
And I think this is where we're going to pick up next week.
Dang! Your gasp is right.
Really loving that accent, by the way, Mike. I didn't expect it.
Would have been better if I could actually talk.
You're creating a new character. I had no clue what it was going to be. This is exciting.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh,
That was awesome.
Yeah. Sitting on that information for a little while, that wasn't easy. Okay, so Hancock is poisoned. Apparently, Mike's new character is responsible for it, and seems to have some issue with Kenji at the moment. I guess we'll have to dive into that next week and find out.
Too bad Will isn't more active right now.
yeah, this would have been awesome.
He was directly involved in making Mike's new character, so
Good. Well, that will motivate him to get his butt here.
yeah, when he's not working.
Yeah, I get it, man.
Alright.
I have, in 2 weeks, 2 weeks from now, I'm traveling to Vegas for a week.
What the fuck, man?
Hopefully, that's the last of my planned travel. But I'll probably be in India in like a month and a half.
India?
Yeah, let's not talk about it. I'm tired. This
Make sure that you bring your computer to Vegas with you so you can play in between gambling and drinking.
I won't even. Honestly, I don't go out and drink and gamble while at work.
Smart.
Like I'm pretty good until like I'm like really solid in this company. I'm a good boy.
All right. Okay, well, I'm fucking exhausted, so I'm gonna call it a night there as well. Sorry about the bit of a shorter session, but next week we got some shit to go into.
Oh, this was perfect. Honestly, Daz, don't apologize. I literally thought today was gonna be canceled because I'm like, you're coming back from a con, you'll probably feel crappy, and I didn't think it was gonna happen.
Honestly,
so the fact that
I wouldn't have canceled today at all because I was supposed to come back yesterday. The only reason that I was even considering it was because my flight was this morning.
yeah,
Yeah.
so long. I can't. I'm exhausted for you. Okay, go get some rest. I'm excited to hear about Mike's character. Oh, what's your new character's name? I know we didn't do introductions, but just so I have it in my head.
Hayate.
I got to make up the name for that.